What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to some more Starfield. Picking up where we last left off in the video, we are still in this UC Vanguard mission, and we're starting off with friends like these.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yep.
Last I checked, it takes two parties to fight a war. But, since you're such an expert, I'm sure you also know it's supposed to be managed by the three major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the three armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince two people, the ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun, to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack? No problem, just gonna need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pathanol. It sure doesn't sound easy. What can you tell me about these codes? Can we forge them? No, that's just gonna cause problems.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
I feel like the Freestar will be easier because I am from Freestar. So let's start with the harder one. Let's go with Baroom.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
I'm sure he can be reasoned with. House Varun are people just like us.
Yes, just like us. How magnanimous of you.
Of course, but there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
What?
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
I'll track him down. Here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse. What kind of life signs did you detect in the embassy? Yeah, that's a good question.
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I have no doubt.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, We received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Okay, cool. Oh, my light's still on. Alright. Oh, what? I still need to talk to her? I thought I was done.
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors?
Oh, okay. Oh, she has to tell me about.
The good Ambassador Ratcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
It sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
No one can be that stubborn. New Atlantis was just attacked. I think you're underestimating how delightful I am.
Well, if that's the case...
That's a good one.
I'll wait to be pleasantly surprised. But we do have one item up our sleeve. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Well, that's all the info I need for the moment on Ambassador Radcliffe. Oh, well, tell me about the staff
Name's
member.
Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Now, if you have additional
Hey.
questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Okay, so yeah, I gotta start with the Freestar Collective.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Thank you, appreciate that. Alright, so it's right over there. Let's get it.
This space is a...
I'm sorry, but I need sign-off from the Interstellar Affairs office before I can set foot in there.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in our...
I cannot help but notice that the Colony War Memorial is in direct line of sight of this embassy. I suspect that was very much intentional.
Yeah, you know, they throw in little jabs at each other.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or...
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
What's over here? Oh, nice little vending machine. It's a conference room.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office. You set foot anywhere else, there's going to be problems.
Alright, no problem. Can I talk to you, Mr. Long?
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
You did get lucky. It was a war zone out there. Just doing my duty. I have a lot of respect for this city and its residents, unlike some people around here.
Well, then you have my earnest thanks. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
Let's go empath.
What, you want me to work for you? Huh. Maybe, let's go somewhere to talk.
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
Let's have a quick conversation with him before we go talk to her.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
We need help preventing more terramorph attacks, and we're not expecting the ambassador's support. Your file clearly states that you're top-notch diplomats. The UC wants the best man working for them. I'm not at liberty to say this came from the top.
No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me?
So do we ask him to get the codes for us? Get into the quarters without being seen? Or can you get me access to the code machine? Let's go with top.
Okay, first you need her bio key, and that thing doesn't leave her side. Better chance of splitting the atom with a spoon than me getting that from her. The code machine. Only the ambassador's cleared for in there. Sorry. Her quarters. Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
The diplomat office will bring you in as an operative. Put your real talent to use. You know what? I need to clear something with my superiors. I'll be right back. I think I should just try and convince her myself with persuasion. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll be here.
Yeah, let me talk to her.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here today on behalf of the United Colonies. I am a member of the collective just like you. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Ah, so you're the one they called about. Failed to mention you were collective born. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You need to help us, otherwise any more deaths will be on your hands. Nope, they sent me to beg, please.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Yeah, let's try persuasion.
Really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Okay,
I'm listening.
let's try the persuasion. Ooh, this one looks tough. Okay, yeah, let's start with the Freestar Collective talk.
Don't let yourself be taken in by their propaganda. This is a power grab, nothing more.
Okay, that didn't work the way I intended. You were a soldier. It was your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with the data. Are you willing to risk more deaths because that's what you're doing by not helping us? Let's go with that one.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
How many lives are you willing to risk here because you have a grudge against the UC? Are you willing to do...
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly.
Okay, so I have to get 5 points.
You're not gonna flatter me into acting against the Freestar Collective's best interest.
I had to try.
Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
All right.
I can get you into Radcliffe's office, but I need to know what I'm getting in return.
1,000 credits.
Wait, I thought you were looking to hire me. Oh, I'm not taking a bribe. That much, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Nice. Let me do a quick save in case I get caught. Alright, so I can get in from the main conference room. Oh. Oh, crap. Where does this drop me off at?
Agent detected. Patching in playback.
Are you alright, Ambassador? It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to, or we should, expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a C, right? But what if? What if one opened up? The Eliza's heart in what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
I suppose that is ours now. Eh?
It's all good. There you go. Let's get back up here. All good, no?
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives. Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's evidence I imagine bad things would happen if your bosses found out. The UC is more powerful than you can imagine. We all know your secrets. Don't play dumb, Ambassador. It's embarrassing.
No. If the Council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
Fine, but I want you to beg me not to turn you in. Fine, you got yourself a deal.
Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
We can agree to that.
Good. Okay. Let's go get you your access.
So we had to end up blackmailing her. Yeah, that persuasion was gonna be tough. But I gave it a shot.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
Yep. Cool. Good to go.
Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge.
Oh, that's the wrong way. All right, let's see. What's the fastest way to get to his? Okay. Shouldn't be that far. Yo, the glitches in this game are crazy. I just fell through the map. Yeah, the game was a little broken there. I'm glad I was still able to make it in the door.
This is certainly different than anything else in New Atlantis.
Yeah? Okay, yeah, let's get the intercom first. And then I'll check the system. Beware defenses, gotcha. Okay. I'll do that. Update. Recalibrate. Protect current user. Perfect. Before I go through that door, wanted to look if there was anything interesting here. Really need a digipick. No, that's not it. Okay, this is creepy.
Decades unsupervised, and it seems this tree has decided it now owns this place.
The hell was that?
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but there is something for Fate.
Take them down!
Oh man, I thought it adjusted.
They should have known better.
I was about to start shooting.
You think you can hide?
These sounds are so creepy. Oh, those are green. I guess those must be working properly.
There is no escape.
There's still two enemies behind me, but I don't see where they are. Oh, hold on. Let's see what's down here first. Oh, I'm not worried about that. And I'm glad I didn't waste no digipics to get in here. Alright, let's head back down. And they were green when I came up. What the hell?
We should move on, if there's nothing worth taking.
Yeah, we gotta get down. Okay, so now we gotta explore the basement. I should use this more often. Even though I don't like it because it's nice, it's quiet now.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Everywhere in the city is in better shape than this dump. Is that what happened here? A power surge? No, the spaceport's in pretty bad
Is that
shape.
right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Correct. We're going to use the data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks. We're going to ensure something like this never happens again, and we need your code to do it. Bingo, hand over your code so I can get out of this place.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You know, you don't need my insurances. Independent observers will verify its used responsibly. That's an impossible request. I can't know how exactly this will all play out. You're just an old man in a basement. You don't get to tell me what to do. Knowledge can't be evil. What knowledge? What about the knowledge of, say, gunpowder? Ugh. These are all bad answers.
Every measure will be taken to ensure the information is used for good.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there.
Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away, even.
Return to the interstellar office. Sounds good. That's stealing. Oh, that's a pretty cool pack. Take that. I know I'm encumbered, but that's all good. All right. Only... Okay, I need the key, dude. Let me ask him for the key.
I will not have House Varun be known only for slaughter. The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject.
Let's see if I can find this key. There it is. I think that's all I want to take. Oh, that's a Varun spacesuit? I'll take it. We can flip it. Alright, so now what's the quick and easy way to get up out of here? We're gonna have to go back up the way we came. Okay, that's the door that I went around. What the hell is the way out? That's closed. I know I got up here somewhere. Or somehow. Aha, we're on track now. Ooh, that was complicated. Yeah, it was much easier getting in than it was getting out.
On the record for you. What response?
I'm told by top officials the cabinet already has a plan in place to open the Armistice archives.
Unless that archive's full of ordnance, it's not enough.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city. He said, top minds were
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Code pieces from House Room and Freestar collected and ready to be deployed.
That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this off, but that'll have to wait for another time. Regardless, superlative work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Cool. I will need to run and sell some stuff first. Because yes, I got a lot on me. I think there's that place, Outriders, that's on the left. I think I can just go there and drop stuff off.
Captain, can I help you?
No, you're good. Okay, that's where it is. Yeah, there it is, Outland. Let me go over there really quick.
I think I got them. What do you call them?
Corns? Yeah, I got corns. That's funny. Just listening to some of their banter and conversation is just downright hilarious. You know, I've never been to the UC Distribution Center. I should probably check it out sometime.
your own buy would never dream of selling substandard gear. Yes, by all means, have a look.
No, I don't want to. I want to sell. What's the heaviest thing I have? Actually, just go to all mass. It's going to be the Ronin spacesuit. So this one does more damage, less armor it has. This one's space. So the one I'm using is Space Adept. No wonder it wasn't doing so good. So like I'm better off with this one because at least I don't get the negative damage when I'm on a planet. Alright, well let me keep clearing out my inventory. There you go, I'm no longer encumbered. Oh yeah, I don't need this anymore. Sweet.
See you around.
Can we run through it one more time?
The lives of nearly every individual in the shuttle system are so heavily influenced by what goes on in this building.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Appreciate it. All right.
And after the UC Navy's defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag.
Best behavior.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay.
All codes verified. Unlocking field. You may proceed, Captain.
Damn, they got a lot of data in here. All right, got what I needed. Thank you. I almost forgot. I still got a bunch of ammo and stuff I gotta sell. Hold on, where do I need to go back to? I'm assuming it's in here. For some reason, that's been glitched. There it is. Now it worked.
Pardon?
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
I made someone a promise, Hadrian. Can you assure me that this data will be used for good? Is the answer just stopping more attacks really in here? There you go.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Yes, give me my citizenship.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, what's happening?
This requires a little more pomp.
You have a nice day now.
Where are we going? Oh, we gotta do it out here? In the sky? Oh, that's a nice view.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one.
Can you agree to these terms?
Ask for me by name, yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
I'll take it to
Let's
my
hope it
grave.
never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
And another 1,200 credits. What? Proceed to the meeting in subsection 7. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. So, as far as... yeah, so we just wrapped up Friends Like These. So now we're getting into The Devil You Know. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. And in the next video, we will continue more with this UC Vanguard mission. So I will see you guys next time for some more Starfield. Peace.